You see, Parashat Vayeshev talks about dwelling Yaakov in Beres Canaan, and then we finished with the Yaakov, and we are starting something with the children, father and children. And Torah tells us that Yaakov made by Yaakov made a fine wool for Yosef, and Chazal tell us because of the Chamish Seloim that Yaakov spent on this garment for Yosef, caused all of the galut of Mitzrayim and all of the troubles that the Ahl Yisrael had to go through. Now, that's why the person should not make distinction between children. You're not allowed to do things differently with your children. Now, some learn from here that, see, Torah is telling us that you should not make a distinction. They were just like Yaakov did Ketonet Pasim just for Yosef, and that was a distinction that caused all of the destruction and all of the jealousy and sin or hatred between the children. The person should do the same for all children. Now, for example, how do you understand it? If a child likes music, you want him to take a music class. Does it mean to say, no, you have to send everyone to music class? If a child likes one type of bike, you have to buy bike for all of them. In other words, every father knows that if children have different needs. So how do you work out the Ketonet Pasim? There's a very interesting, very deep point here. In other words, Chazal tell us what was Ketonet Pasim. What was the problem? Chazal tell us that Ketonet Pasim sounded like the garment of the Kohanim. Just like Kohanim have a special garment, they felt that Yaakov is giving this garment to Yosef as a Jew. Yosef is a Jew, selected nation, and excluding others. What we do to a child to exclude others, that's a problem. We tell a child, you could go to music lesson, but the other children would not go to any lesson, would not do anything. That's exclusion. That's not right. But if a father says, everybody could go to different lessons. What do you like? What do you like? What do you like? Each one accordingly, whatever that they like. That is fine. It's beautiful. And it has to be like that. But you cannot make a uniform out of everybody. Every child is different. They say, I'm doing homework with you. Now, if I spend 1 hour homework with one child, do I have to spend 1 hour with every child? Otherwise, it's decision. No. I'm telling you that I'm ready to help you to do homework. One child is 5 minutes. One child is 10 minutes. One child 15. One child 1 hour. I'm there. I'm ready for you to do homework with you. In other words, if a person doesn't learn the lesson properly from Torah, he could do crime at home, could be criminal. Because to do everybody as a uniform, to make them bored and to make them tired and wear them off, that's not the chinuch, that's not education. Torah is saying Ketonet Pasim is exclusion. That the person has to be careful. To exclude the child from others, that's not right. Famous story that everybody talks about it. Once in Yerushalayim, older lady was giving a lecture to 300, 400 people in the hall with the ladies. And she said that, I want to tell you something story. Was a Holocaust survivor. And she says that the best moment that she had in her life was when the Nazis took her away from her parents, from her mother. And at that time was the best moment of her life. Imagine 300, 400 ladies in the hall. And they listen from a lady that she's saying that the highest moment, the joyous moment of her life was when she was taken away from her parents by the Nazis. Why? And she explained herself. Because she had an older sister that always parents gave all of the attention to the older sister because she was much better. In any way, she was much better. In other words, they gave attention excluding this child. They didn't get to this child. It was exclusive child that was the older sister, and she was left alone. She felt so bad, she felt terrible. But when the Nazis were taking away the child from them, the mother says, that her name was Leah, said, don't take Leah, Leah, don't take Leah. Leah is my life. Leah is my life. I cannot live without Leah. At that moment, it's very ironic. When they took away life from her to take away from the mother, she felt alive. She felt there's people, they love her, they like her. It's very ironic. It's a sad story. That's the story of our life, that we deal with our children. We're taken away with a lot of things we don't give. The older sister could be phone, could be technology, could be job, could be anything that takes us away from giving that right attention to our children. And especially when we exclude them, not to be our child, to give them attention, love, and caring that we have to give. Therefore, that would be, that's ketonet custom. That would create a wrong relationship between the parents and the children. And the relationship would not be the way the loving and caring that should be.